Trust isn't a right, it's a privilege that's earned and renewed every day. So the question is, do people really trust you? Trust is a powerful word. Everyone says it's essential, but few really understand what it takes to be worthy of it. Trust doesn't just appear, it's built step by step with every action and choice. It's like constructing a building on solid ground, brick by brick, decision by decision. The question is, are you acting in a way that earns that trust? Or are you just expecting others to trust you without a second thought? True trust begins with discipline. You must be firm with yourself first. Don't expect others to believe in you if you can't keep a simple promise, honor commitments, or stick to your own word. Discipline is what turns good intentions into real actions, and those actions are what inspire trust. Are you truly trustworthy? For any solid relationship, discipline is the foundation. Those who genuinely seek trust don't rely on empty words but on consistent actions. If you want to be someone others can trust, it has to start with you. Are you disciplined with yourself? Or do you expect others to respect you without earning it? It's easy to say we're trustworthy, but do we really act that way? When it comes to building solid relationships, people around us want to see consistency, strong character, someone who keeps their word and acts responsibly. If you can't honor your promises to yourself, why should others believe your promises to them? The discipline we apply in our own lives is the first brick in building an image of reliability. Being disciplined isn't just about doing what needs to be done during good times. It's about keeping your promises even on tough days, when the path requires sacrifice. Meeting deadlines, respecting commitments, and acting with integrity are actions that demonstrate your capacity to be trusted. This goes beyond words. Every choice we make, no matter how small it seems, matters. This is where many fail. They want to be seen as trustworthy, but lack the discipline to build that image daily. If you want people to trust you, you need to be your own toughest critic and regulator. Self-discipline is about looking at yourself and saying, I am responsible for what I do and what I fail to do. It's about making decisions that reinforce your credibility in all details. People around you are watching your actions more than your words. It's your discipline that will prove undeniably that you are someone they can believe in. When you make a promise, do you keep it? Do your words carry weight? Or are they just another empty promise? Trust comes from a commitment many don't have the courage to uphold. The commitment to honor what they say. How many times have you committed to something and not followed through? How many times has someone trusted you and you let the promise fade away? Every word you fail to keep is a crack in your credibility. And over time, these cracks accumulate. Do you really want to be seen as someone people need to doubt? Being someone who keeps their word requires discipline and courage because it's not easy to live up to what you promise. Keeping schedules, meeting deadlines, honoring commitments, all of these are constant tests of who you are. Those who can't sustain their own word don't deserve anyone's trust. It may sound harsh, but it's the truth. We live in a world where many talk too much and deliver too little. The question is, do you want to be part of the crowd that disappoints, or one of the few who truly honors what they say? And believe it, the people around you know the difference. They know who promises out of convenience and who truly commits. This is where you define what you represent. Those who keep their word not only strengthen bonds, but become a rarity. Someone others deeply respect. When you speak, do people believe you? Or have they become used to not expecting much? Trust isn't earned through speeches or excuses. It's an exercise in constant action. Those who truly want to be reliable know that giving their word is a commitment. When someone needs you, are you there? Or do you only show up when it's easy and you'll gain something? Trust is built day by day, especially in moments when offering support requires effort. True empathy demands presence, and it shows in small gestures. When a friend needs help moving, do you show up or make an excuse? People trust those who are consistent, who are there even when there's nothing to gain in return. And this is the mark we leave. It's easy to send a message when everything's fine. The challenge is to show up when there are problems, when help involves effort. Want to know if you're trustworthy? Think about the times you were unconditionally supportive, or the times you simply walked away. Trust reflects the commitment you show to others. Reliable people prove it in actions, even in the simplest ones, from listening to someone vent to helping without expecting recognition. If you're not that person, don't expect others to trust you. And when conflicts arise, are you the one who seeks resolution, or do you just add fuel to the fire? Do people feel safe around you, even in tense moments? Trust isn't just about being there in good times. It's about being reliable in the toughest situations, where most lose control. How do you react when someone disagrees with you? Can you listen, stay calm, or do you let emotions take over? In conflicts, it's easy to let impulses drive our actions, but this erodes the trust others have in us. Truly trustworthy people don't turn every disagreement into a battle. Reliable people are those you know will stay rational, who have the discipline to listen, think, and respond respectfully. They don't make conflict a stage to prove they're right. Instead, they aim to resolve it. This creates a sense of security for those around them, as they know that regardless of the situation, they'll find balance. Are you honest about who you really are? Or do you wear a mask to please others? Do people around you trust your authenticity? Or do they never know if they're dealing with the real you? Authenticity is the basis of trust, but being authentic takes courage. Many hide behind an idealized version, a perfect self with no flaws, trying to please everyone. But can anyone trust a mask? Think about moments when you might have exaggerated, pretended to know something you didn't, or promised something you couldn't deliver. These moments chip away at your credibility and create a gap between who you are and who you pretend to be. Trustworthy people aren't afraid to be transparent. If they make a mistake, they admit it. If they don't know, they say so. They don't hide behind excuses or create stories to impress. Because real trust comes from seeing the other person as they are, with limitations, imperfections, and most importantly, with honesty. Do you want to be someone that others genuinely trust? Then ask yourself, am I prepared to embrace the discipline that this requires? The truth is simple and tough. Real trust isn't for just anyone. It demands a continuous commitment to discipline, a discipline that goes far beyond appearances and easy moments. Trust is an act of giving, and nobody willingly gives their trust to someone who acts superficially or inconsistently. Real relationships, the ones that endure time and challenges, are built when there is strength and respect, even in the smallest of details. Discipline in your word, in your presence, and in your authenticity. Those who choose to be trustworthy choose, day after day, to be a person of integrity. When you keep your promises, when you show up during hard times, and when you remain genuine without trying to manipulate or please everyone, you become someone that others can lean on. And more than that, you become a role model, someone that others respect and admire. Trust is a circle, and discipline is what keeps it whole. Every choice you make, every time you act with integrity or fall short of it, you either strengthen or weaken this circle. Those who seek solid and meaningful relationships understand that the price of trust is consistency. After all, trust isn't something you earn once and for all. It's something you win and maintain through discipline every single day.